Voting for Project Catalyst is currently live. In this video we are going through the process of voting with a step-by-step tutorial using the app of Catalyst to vote. We'll also inform you about all the important information you need to take into consideration and also about the changes in the voting app from the past fund to this fund, and of course give you some strategies as well to go through the proposals and to try to pick the best proposals possible for the future of Cardano. Voting on Catalyst is live, but I think before starting and diving deeper into that, it's important to take a look here at the voters' timeline. As you can see here, the voting just started on the 21st of August. When I'm making this video, it will probably come out a little bit later because I have to do some editing and all of that, and it will finish on 14th of September. So bear in mind those dates and vote within this period. Then around the 21st of September, you should have the voting results, and your voting rewards should come out in the middle of October. Okay, I'll also take a look here at the general fund timeline. So we have gone through all these steps so far. Right now we are on the voting period here. Then we have the voting results, as you know. But for projects, we have the onboarding as well in October for them to start getting ready and start getting the funds, milestones, everything set up so that they can start working and delivering on their projects. For this fund, as you probably noticed, there really are some amazing and incredible proposals, but of course, it's very hard to go through them all. We have around 1,600 proposals to read, and that's too much for one person to do in such a short amount of time, at least to dedicate yourself and put in enough effort, resources, and time to learn everything you need about this proposal and do a logical and evidence-based assessment. But of course, we need to do the best with what we have, and we need to adapt. And to help you a little bit with this process, to avoid you having to go through all the proposals, I'll share a little bit of my strategy of what I'm doing for going through the Catalyst proposals. Of course, there are so many proposals that it's really hard to go through them all, but I'm paying attention to the events that are happening in Catalyst. You had a lot of IdeaFest, you have, for example, Pete from Learn Cardano, a great channel. Go check it out and subscribe if you haven't yet, but if you are subscribed here, you're probably subscribed there as well. But he's doing Catalyst sprints where projects just come and have 5-minute pitches and a Q&A afterwards, and they are just sharing their ideas. And I pay attention to these projects that are going out of their way to show their proposals to the community, because that shows one thing that I believe is very important in entrepreneurship and to have success, that is proactiveness. They are being proactive, they are trying to make their projects come to life, and they are doing their best effort, and that for me is very positive. Besides that, I try to also pay attention to the community, to projects that other people are voting on, taking a look at what people think is valuable, and I'll share some of these resources that I'm using. You have the Swarm channel where you have the IdeaFest global videos saved. I'll share the link for those. You have also the town halls from each area. For example, the Eastern town halls have all the reels with 3-minute pitches of videos. I'll share those as well, and I'll also put, for example, the Catalyst sprints from Pete, because those are some great initiatives, and it will give you a lot of projects for you to check, to go through. Okay, another great resource you can use, and you can see how to use it here in the video above, is the Catalyst Explorer from Lido Nation, and there you have a functionality that is very useful, that is the quick pitches. And I'll show you in this video how you can use the quick pitches, but basically you just select the quick pitch view and you can see all the projects that have a small video for you to see, and that small video is very useful because it allows us to understand what the project is all about, and then to decide whether we want to dive deeper and learn more about it or not really. In addition to all these resources, I've also created a playlist on Catalyst where I have some of the proposals that I found more interesting from this fund 10, and some proposals that I'll be voting on. This is because I've been heavily involved in this fund as a proposer, as a reviewer, and as a voter. And I've been in contact with a lot of proposals, and from those proposals, these ones I found really great, and I think you should definitely take a look at them. You'll probably not enjoy all of them, but I'm sure you'll find a few that you will think are pretty interesting. Now let's come back to voting, and let's focus now on important voting information. So here for Fund 10, as we can see, we have more than 57,000 wallets available and registered to vote. We have 4.48 billion ADA available to vote as stake and as voting power, so that's amazing, that's a lot. And then of course we have the rewards for eligible registrations. As you know, from Fund 10 we had to re-register to be able to get the rewards. Here we also have two new categories in Fund 10, as you probably already know. That is the fund operations and the systems improvement. Fund operations, as you can see here, will have a different voting mechanism, which is just approve or abstain. This happens because you need to have someone running the fund, someone running the catalyst. That's what this fund is all about, deciding who's going to run the catalyst for the next iterations. So you really need a winner here, and that's why you don't have the downvote that is common in all the categories, and that will exist for the other categories, but not for this one. Of course, this has been not really incredibly communicated since the beginning, and there's been a little bit of controversy around the Catalyst community, with some people not enjoying that this specific category, where IOG has a proposal to keep on running the funds, doesn't have downvoting. Besides that, for this fund, we have some changes in the voting app as well, with some changes in the proposal details and how proposals are presented. Right now, the budget is in ADA. As you can see there in the image, there is an indicator if it's open source or not, the proposal. The review scores are now on their own dedicated page inside the proposals details page. And then when you click on the reviews, you can get not only the weighted average for impact, feasibility, and value for money, but you can also check the individual reviewers and what reviewers are saying about the proposal inside the voting app. I'll show you that in the tutorial. And then there is a new section for relevant links and a better section for team experience, where right now you have all the information about the team instead of just 140 words as it used to happen before. As you can see here, there is also some changes in the UX and the design of the app. There are many here, as you can see, but the most important is that now we'll have indicators to help track the proposals we've read, the proposals we selected, and the proposals we voted on. And I think that's certainly very useful because we have a lot of proposals to go through. Now let's dive deeper into the actual tutorial, but before going there, if you could maybe just like and share this video so we could reach more people, that would be awesome. I would also like to ask you if you have thought about what proposals do you intend to vote on. Drop them in the comments of this video, please, because I'd love to check them out and see if these are good proposals or not for Cardano, and might be a way for you to get my vote as well for these proposals. But yeah, now let's dive deeper into the voting tutorial in the Catalyst app. So guys, let's now see how to vote on Catalyst. You just need to find here your Catalyst app. You click on Catalyst, and then you have here the Fund 10. For me, it says connection is successful. I'll hide the balance of the app, and here we see that the voting has started. Okay, here below we have my selection, votes, and proposals. Okay, in this case I don't have any selection yet. We can come here to proposals and start actually researching for proposals. We have here, as we can see, the different funds, okay, the different challenges we have for Catalyst, but you can also research for any proposal you want. So in this case I'll search for my proposal, allow for marketing, education, and content creation on the Cardano ecosystem. Here we go, we researched it, and here we have it, and we can see here what's the problem, solution. We can see the impact, feasibility, value for money. If we click here, we'll get some more info about it. So our impact score was around 4, and we have here the several reviews of what people said about impact of our proposal. You can do that for every category, for feasibility, value for money, whatever you want. You can see here the relevant links. Here we have the Discord for the DAO, for you guys to join and participate in this DAO, make the decisions, help us build this DAO from the beginning. And you have here as well the YouTube channel for checking out what is the thing all about. We also have here, as we told before, this category of experience, and here I share a little bit about my knowledge, experience, and why I believe I can deliver on this proposal. Of course, I'll be leveraging on partners such as Clarity DAO or Summon DAO. We are still checking what would be the best option. So yeah, that's how it's going to be possible to deliver. And if you click here as well, you can see complete proposal and discussion. It will take you to Project Catalyst page about this project. And here we have all the information that is on IdeaScale about the project, and you can go through it and see everything you want to see. Also, feel free to ask me any questions if you have any question about this project in this video, for example. Okay, and then you can see you have here the upvote and the downvotes. In this case, I will upvote. You also have here at the top the choice to make this person a favorite. I'll do that because, you know, just to keep track of what I'm doing. In this case, upvote, because I really believe in this proposal. That's it. It goes into my selection, and we can continue voting. You can see here my selection, and this was added here to my selection. Okay. But if you come again here to the proposals, you don't need to do it like this. You can just pick by funds, by challenges that interest you. So we'll come here and see DAOs love Cardano funds, and we'll look for our proposal here as well. Cardano School. You can just write it out, or you can just, you know, see it here, and you can see that you've checked this proposal. Okay, you have here you're in your favorites, and we also have here, as we stated, the funds for each proposal, the name, the person delivering it, and if it's open source or not. Now let's see this one, just as Suzo meets Cardano. We'll take a look at it, and coming back to the challenges, we can see as well that we have read this proposal, as you can see by the different color here. You can also filter here the proposals that are your favorites, and you can just randomize, for example, by anything you want: impact score, feasibility score, funds requested, high to low, alphabetical order, whatever. You can decide your order to check on the different proposals in the challenges. Of course, careful, for example, with just guiding yourself with community reviews, because many times community reviews are very subjective. On my side, I had people just coming, for example, copying things on my proposal, not writing anything new, and just giving me a bad rating, you know, just copying a paragraph of a part of a proposal on the different categories and giving me a bad rating. And it's like, okay, it's cool that you do that, but you know, you're not actually giving me any feedback. You're not actually telling me why you don't like it. You're just giving it a bad grade and, you know, just pushing everything down unnecessarily. These things happen, and it happened with a lot of proposals as well. So I do advise you to be careful, because not everyone doing community reviews have good intentions. Some just want to bring down the competition, and others as well just want to do the reviews and earn the ADA rewards that come from it, and they don't really spend their time to take a look at the reviews, to do a good work. They just, you know, they come with whatever they can to just have a review done and to say something, and that's really bad, of course. So now that you know how to select proposals and how to vote on them, let me just show you how you can actually cast your vote so that it goes on chain. Okay, so we have here this proposal about creating Marlowe workshops for non-tech builders to teach them how to use the drag and drop to build the stuff they need, which I think is very nice. So I've just clicked yes here to select this proposal, and then we come here to my selection. I just have this proposal here, and then I can do cast my votes immediately. If I have several proposals, we just click there, you add your pin code, I'll add mine, and then once your pin code is there, you click confirm. Your votes will be casted and will be here on the votes page for you to check out. As you can see here, I have the vote on Cardano School, the DAO for marketing, education, and content creation for Cardano. I have here these other votes as well that I didn't actually do them. It's kind of a bug that I'm solving with the Catalyst app, so don't mind them. But then the ones that I actually did, you can see the yes, the no's. You can see what are your what did you decide to vote. If you have any problems, you have here the help and support area where you have FAQ to learn more about this project. Okay, if you want, you can also drop questions in the comments and I'll try to help in whatever way I can. The only thing here is, as stated, the Catalyst fund operations proposals here have a bit of a different way to cast your votes. So for example, here you can just approve or abstain. Okay, it's not possible for you to for example downvote the proposal, because one of these proposals here will have to be approved. Now that you are aware on how to vote, it's just about finding some interesting proposals that you believe could have a huge effect on Cardano and really improve the blockchain. Besides the video about the proposals that I told you about before, why not dive deeper into my proposal of the creation of a Cardano community run DAO for marketing, education, and content creation. This proposal will allow me to create the necessary infrastructure for this DAO to start running, to be as decentralized as possible, and to have the community and Cardano content creators using and leveraging this DAO being in the same place and working together to create a clear strategy to bring awareness to Cardano, a clear marketing strategy. This is a video you should not miss, and it is here in the end page for you to watch. And on my side, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting this channel, and I'll see you in the video about the marketing, education, and content creation DAO.